And voting is still underway in California, where it's not about who is on the ballot, but what is on the ballot. I'm talking about Prop 50, which is one of Gavin Newsom's favorite trick things, other than a camera and bashing Trump. If it passes, the proposition will redraw 5 of the state's districts in order for them to be more Democratic-leaning, which could have a major impact on the midterms. Here to discuss is California Congressman Kevin Kiley, who indeed represents one of the districts targeted by Prop 50. Congressman, explain for our viewers why this matters so much and how the 40% of registered Republicans in California will have a voice if those seats are drawn to the Democrats' advantage.
Well, they'll certainly have a lot less of a voice if things go as Newsom plans. You know, he has explicitly stated that the whole point of this is to, quote, make California a whole lot bluer and to pick up 5 seats. So if that actually is how it played out, then we would have 4 out of 52 seats. That's about 7%. We get 40% of the vote in statewide elections. And they called this, Princeton University, the researchers at Princeton called this one of the 2 worst gerrymanders of the last 50 years. They gave it an F for fairness. Now, that, I don't think, is how things will actually go. Even if this passes, I think we can compete in a number of these seats. I mean, Newsom specifically drew this to try to make it harder for me to win re-election.
Could that backfire on him, though? Because people fundamentally, especially Republicans, will push turnout because they'll think it's so unfair next year?
Yeah, absolutely. And it also just kind of assumes that he can, you know, voters will vote the way he wants them to if he just moves a few lines around. I mean, last year he actually had his own staff member run against me, and I ended up winning by 46,000 votes. So, you know, I think I have a record of being able to beat Newsom and to appeal to folks on both sides of the aisle when it comes to voting. And so that's the kind of fundamental flaw with gerrymandering.
So your district is 450 miles long, is that right?
Yeah.
Death Valley to...
well, Tahoe is in it. It is the largest district in California. It's about the size of the state of West Virginia.
Unbelievable.
Death Valley, Tahoe, Mammoth, the most beautiful in the state. So I really don't want to see it butchered into 6 different pieces.
Oh, my God, destroyed.
Which is what they're trying to do.
40% Republican registered. Thank you very much, Congressman.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.